You guys are in here. I want to talk about Warzone Mobile, specifically the Season 2 update. Been a while since I've talked about Warzone Mobile because honestly not a whole lot is going on with the game right now. Pretty much it has been confirmed in the community updates that the updates that are coming out now are just going to be purely focused on optimization and bug fixing. No real major content is going to be added to the game until after global launch, so not a whole lot exciting is going on with the game, just a lot of bug fixing optimizations like I said. But still, there is some interesting stuff I want to talk about with Warzone Mobile. Again, the Season 2 update came out about a week ago now. Since then, another smaller update, hotfix, came out. And people are pretty divided on this update. A lot of people are mad right now with Warzone Mobile because the game is poorly optimized specifically for Android. And then you have the other side of the coin where people on iOS mainly, specifically playing on iPad, are having the time of their lives because the game is running perfectly smooth. And for me, honestly, I'm playing on iPad as well, and the game is running great. Smooth frames, graphics are looking pretty good. So, I mean, for me personally, obviously, I can't complain too much. But obviously, I know for other people it's not the same. And I've seen kind of like a Warzone Mobile community civil war going on specifically X. I've really been paying attention to it. A lot of people are bashing the game right now because, again, a lot of issues with Android specifically. I'm sure there's issues on iOS as well, but mainly Android is what I've seen. But then you have the other side of the coin, like I said, where you have a bunch of people posting gameplay of their smooth 60 FPS, perfect graphics gameplay, showing off how good the game looks and whatever. Obviously, it's mostly iOS gameplay. And from what I've seen, it seems like there's a lot of content creators posting these gameplays, showing off the perfect Warzone mobile gameplay, where it looks like almost like the PC console quality. But of course, you have the other people that are struggling with the game, having a bad time with the game because of poor optimization and bugs and that kind of stuff. Again, mainly Android players. They're not happy with these content creators because they're showing off the game in such a positive light, but there's so many issues that the game still has that need to be fixed because the game is supposed to come out in the spring, and we're getting pretty close to there. It's already halfway through February, so right now it kind of feels like the game was like an iOS game, and Android is gonna get a late release or I don't know what's gonna happen, like a delayed release or something. Because again, there's a lot of issues with Android still. I don't even feel like the game could come out right now for Android. For iOS, it's a different story, of course, but we'll see what happens. And also, I should mention that it's not like an issue where people are playing on lower end devices and the game's not working properly, but it's like people are playing on higher end Android devices and the game's still not working, not optimized well, so still a lot of work that needs to be done for Android. Of course, for iOS, a lot easier to make optimizations and that kind of stuff because pretty much all the iOS devices are running the same software, so a lot easier there. Yeah, we'll see what happens again with the release date. I really don't think they'll delay the game again because it got delayed once already. People are not happy about it. People are super disappointed. So if they delay it again, it's really gonna hurt the game. But at the same time, I can't see the game coming out right now in the state it's in for Android. I don't know if they would ever do a staggered release where it comes on iOS first and a couple of months later comes out for Android. I think that'll piss off the Android community a lot too. So again, we'll see what happens. But I'm sure probably next month in March sometime we'll get more clarity on the release date, hopefully. And like I said earlier, I'm playing on an iPad. The game's running great for me. Can't complain too much. But again, I do know how it feels to be playing on a lower end device and the game just not running properly, lag, and playing with low textures and that kind of stuff. Because that used to be me. So I know how it is. I know how frustrating it can be, especially when you're not even playing on a lower end device and you're playing on a higher or mid to high end device and the game's still not optimized properly. That must be very annoying too. But anyways, let me know in the comments below though. How are you guys feeling about Warzone Mobile after the Season 2 update? They did add a new graphic settings, or not really a setting, but a way for, I guess, the game to run smoother, called graphic streaming, where the more you play, the game looks way better. Which you actually saw my shipment gameplay at the beginning. The graphics were terrible. That was my first match of Season 2. The graphics looked terrible, the textures were super low, and maybe a minute or two into the game, they loaded up the high quality textures, so pretty interesting stuff. I guess it made somewhat of a difference. I think my device doesn't heat up as much anymore. Battery drain is still definitely a problem, but is what it is if I'm playing on high-end graphics. But anyways, let me know in the comments how you guys feel about the Warzone Mobile Season 2 update. How is the game running for you? Thanks for watching. Peace.